good one to do. Right? Oh, you know what? It's attacking with the silver staffs DPS. That's its problem. But yeah, Drain Sword's good now. Oh, and he
Yeah.
misses. So he can't use draft.
Use a. Do you have any attack items?
I don't think so. I might have a Boreas. I sold what I had.
Yeah, that's what the stuff like this is why I like to keep at least a couple of attack items.
What does Hourglass 3 do?
It's stop. I don't think it's. I don't know if it would work, but I mean, you could try it. Worst case scenario, yeah. See, 500 points of damage.
Yeah, that's all I had.
That's actually a
Um,
big chunk of that boss's this hit points. This spot's hit points.
So
yeah,
treble.
Yeah.
Funny
do anything.
coincidence here. I happen to be using a mod right now in Classic Doom that uses the Doom 2016 weapon set.
Yep. Told you, big part of that
Yeah,
guy's hit
skin of
points.
my teeth.
Which is why I like the J items. I heard you complaining about them earlier.
I hate the J items. Like they just take up
Oh,
space.
why do you hate the J
Like
items? Takes up
because they just take up
space.
space.
No,
Yeah,
you have to use them
I
though.
sell them or delete them all. I never
Ah.
have any reason to ever use any of them.
Not just use them,
I
man.
mean-
I find them very annoying, and they never do. I either like this is the only of all the seeds we played. This is the one time I've played that it's actually come in handy.
So
'Cause,
the I mean, obviously by the end of the game they're not good, right? But like
Well, yeah.
you get to a point like early on, like if you find like a Gaia drum, you can use or a coffin. Gaia drums and coffins and several other items can be used to do the whatchamacallit, the Eblin chests pretty easy.
yeah,
I
Cecil's
got-
in good shape now.
And then of course, you know, you've got I'm trying to think of what the item is called. You've got the Bacchus.
Oh yeah, Box's wine is so good.
Never use it either. If I get
That's
those,
haste,
I hold
man.
on to them.
Haste.
If I get those, I hold on to them just in case for a rainy day. But I never end up needing to use them.
Spider Silk are really good. Bacchus, see, the thing that makes like Bacchus and Hermes sandals and
Oh right,
Spider
Box is
s-
Berserk. My bad.
yeah, and Hermes sandals really good is action economy. So like in tough battles, it's oft like you usually only got one white mage, right? So do you want that one? Like, what do you do if you want, you know, like need that white mage to heal? Kind of thing.
Yeah, let's get rid of that for now.
Ooh.
I'll keep the claws.
Nice.
on the safe side. I think I'm practicing silver gloves. It's still unfortunately not enough to buy anything. Yeah, I did. I got a gin from Monroe Deals.
Not a great one.
No.
I think my favorite one to see. Obviously, you want to see Silver Bahamut, maybe
Right.
Leviathan.
Leviathan's in,
is
yeah, Leviathan's in the seed. I'm holding off on spending some money until I do it. Like I don't remember where I saw Leviathan at, but I did see it. Zeus, Boreas. Oh well, yeah, we have to buy Sylph. That's all my money, but I have to buy that. That makes Rydia.
that makes her really good early on. Basically,
Yeah, I checked for Mount Hobbs Fabul. Like it was the Gen. It was the Gen summon. Did I heal? Yeah, okay, I did. Alright, now what do I want to do? I need money, so let's go hunt for some equipment. Since this won't take but a minute.
So Golbeeze, you've been playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Have you been playing like a hack of Final Fantasy Tactics? Or just
Yeah,
Final Fantasy
I mean, I've been playing a hack. I've pretty much played all of the versions of Final Fantasy Tactics that I have. multiple times, so it's nothing new. But yeah, I'm playing a 1.3 hack right now.
I'm not real big on like the hacks for Final Fantasy Tactics, but I was thinking, I was reading an FAQ about some, it was some I have no idea where I downloaded it. It was like some list. I'm like, what is this in my downloads folder? I don't remember downloading this. It was a list of like rare items and to make sure you get a perfect inventory.
Uh huh.
And I'm like, where did I download this? I don't.
Was it a hack list or something?
No, 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 no. It's just like it's a list of all the battlefields and like it points out and like what's move.
Oh,
Like
move
it lists
find.
all their yeah, it's their move find.
Yeah, I
What
never do move find stuff, but you can find some pretty cool stuff with it.
And well, I mean, I don't. Think a couple. I mean, a couple of the move find items are unique. At least in the base Final Fantasy Tactics, I think you
Really?
can get them. Yeah,
I mean,
like the
outside of Deep Dungeon? I know Deep Dungeon has some.
well, Deep Dungeon, yeah, but
'Cause I-
there might be a couple of elemental guns, maybe, but I know you mostly steal those.
'cause, nothing comes to mind with move find that's unique outside of Deep Dungeon. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've bothered with
I mean,
move
other than
find.
the materia blade,
Oh well, yeah.
but that's like a
That's even more than unique. That's special.
Special.
yep.
Very special.
I mean, you could get an infinite number of materia blades, but yeah.
And then any of the that's close. Any of the night weapons that you can just get thrown at you if you really wanted to, but catch
So,
'em.
in what is it? It's trying to think of like what floor it is. There's a special battle and one of the things that is just full of like 99 ninjas, and then there's a floor on the deep dungeon that's full of ninjas, and
Yes.
but I think those are not level 99. They're whatever, and you kind of have to. I was gonna say to get them to throw. So ninjas almost always come with they only come with like one or two abilities because they limit the amount of JP they have. So ninjas
Right.
at most have 3 throw abilities, and one of them is almost always shuriken or ball. So you've basically got 2. So you basically got to do a lot of save scumming to get the stuff you want. And then the ninja will always, unless there's actually a trick to it. I don't know if you know this. but
Yeah,
there's a trick
I saw
to-
you explain it. It's pretty great. I wouldn't mind hearing it again.
So ninjas the AI in Final Fantasy Tactics always does the most optimal thing. It is incredibly smart like that.
Yeah, it's
but
really
in
good
its
AI.
In its brilliance, it's incredibly stupid.
Well, it's very limited. That's the real problem. Is the amount of JP that it has access to is so small that it gets crap abilities and then it uses them, in ways
Well-
that that a human can abuse. That's the issue.
It's got more to do with the fact that it's predictable.
Well, yeah, well that's what I mean by a human abuse.
Right. So like so when you get a ninja throwing stuff, the ninja will always throw the most powerful item they have. So if you want materia blades and the ninja knows throw sword and throw night sword, it will always throw night swords. Always. Because it does the most damage. However, there's apparently, and I actually haven't tested this, but I saw multiple people talk about it, and like the reason I haven't tested this is because getting up to the levels you need to get ninjas to throw chaos blades is like it's like that's like hours of grinding, and I don't feel like it.
I think it's like 96 or 97 to get Chaos Blades.
I forget. I have. I forget exactly, but if you confuse the ninja, it will randomly throw one of the items. Like it doesn't do the optimal thing. When it throws, it just throws a random thing. And I like I said, I haven't tried this, but the best I can guess is why it still throws things is I think it throws them at whoever has catch to give you the item.
Like it purposely throws it at catch?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's weird.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So, yeah. One of the things that I was thinking of is like because I was looking at this list, right, of like move find items and stuff like that, and I'm like, you know what? I think it would be pretty possible to do uh a challenge run where you don't buy anything. You pretty much the only equipment you get is equipment you can move find or steal or strip off somebody's corpse as you throw them out of your party.
This is the exact character I needed.
You found the package.
I have a Rosa, I have a white mage, and I
Nice.
paint stuff for her to equip.
Equipment is lovely. Yeah, I think that a run without purchasing stuff would be completely viable.
I think it would be a nice challenge. It would slacken off a bit. It would slacken off. It would be really difficult in chapters 1 and 2. And I think it would kind of even off about the point that you get Orlando to join your party because of the fact that he comes with Excalibur.
Yeah, I think the only problem with the first couple chapters, it would really only be the random battles until you have useful abilities, really. Because there's a lot of good ways to stay powerful even without equipment. You just have to get access to them.
Well, having enough hit points really helps.
Well, yeah.
Because humans really don't have... Because if you're running around stuck in clothes and a leather hat the entire game, leather cap and a clothes, it's like, ooh. But that said, and then, like, you know, you're not attacking, you pretty much, I guess, the way to get around that would just be to roll with 5 monks.
I mean, I was thinking monk.
Of course you were.
Roll with 5 monks until you can get some decent cloth armor, switch to ninja, and put martial arts. What is barehanded? Is it called barehanded in?
No, it's martial arts.
Martial arts is the name of the secondary ability.
Oh yeah. Well, what did you mean? You mean just going
passive.
unequipped?
I think what he's talking about is called barehanded.
I'm talking about the passive.
Yeah.
Well, martial arts is the support ability. So
Right.
Are you talking
It's
about the job class?
No, I'm talking about the thing that gives you it changes your formula to the monks one-handed monks unarmed.
No, the thing that gives you the monks unarmed is martial arts. The support ability. That's what does it.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong, because I'm pretty sure martial arts is the name of the ability.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Do you mean
it's skill set?
Are you trying to say like if you are a monk, you are barehanded? Is that what you're saying? I think that I just don't understand what you're asking. I think that's what it is.
I'm pretty sure there's 2 different abilities. The martial arts is the ability he uses.
Martial arts is okay. No, so martial arts is the job command for monk. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about, you know how monks have a different attack formula for their fists?
Yes.
There's a support ability that gives that to everybody. It's called barehanded, and it is called barehanded. Put that on a ninja, and it's absurd.
Are you talking about War of the Lions? Because there's nothing like where would you equip barehanded?
In your support ability slot?
No, that's martial arts.
No, it's called
Martial arts is an active ability.
No,
it's actually
martial arts is what you put in the support column.
It might be called brawler, actually.
I feel like you're talking about War of the Lions or something now, because
yeah, it's different. The names are different. And War of the Lions,
Yeah.
I think it's
what-
brawler,
because it's definitely martial arts as the support ability in vanilla.
and then what they did is they changed punch arts to martial arts in War of the Lions. So it's
Okay.
not punch art, it's martial arts.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah, that was a really good one to get there.
And it's called
Rabbi.
Brawler.
Of all the ones I could have rolled, that one is just about perfect. I hate that fight. So there's what appears to be a black mage in the Sand Ruby spot. This is Oops All Mages so far.
So Bob, what's special about the seed you're doing now?
Nothing particular. It's just it's one that Trimble and Dan ran the other night off camera, and they thought I'd really like it. It's a hero mode one. You know,
Yep.
one of the new.
Yeah,
one of the
yeah. Hero mode
new
sounded,
beta fights.
or it seemed really cool when I watched one of the. I forget who was playing, but yeah, it seemed good.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight the boss just to make sure it's not. Of course, it's globs.
But yeah, putting
Yeah, that was dumb.
putting that barehanded or putting Brawler on ninjas is absurd.
Yeah, and yes, it is. That's a great tactic.
Yeah, well, I just need to reset. There's no reason for me to fight him. I don't get anything from it. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I think the female monk's design is my favorite generic design in Final Fantasy Tactics. I like the big old arm guards they got on.
So, I love the art in Tactics. It's so good.
I really do enjoy it. I mean, I like the Evil East art style period, like in every game it appears in.
Yeah. I'm gonna be. It's weird. Have you played the new Dissidia at all?
I don't think I've played any Dissidia.
I've never played it in City.
So in the second in the what's the third in the third Dissidia game for PS4, it's also on PC as a free to play game. But the it's I forget what it's called. Anyway, just the last Dissidia game that came out. It is one of the fighters is Ramza. Ramza is one of the fighters in there, and it's weird because he has a nose.
That's just wrong. Does he have butt pants? Gotta have butt pants, right?
He is dressed. Well, he's got different outfits, but he's got all three of his outfits from Final Fantasy Tactics. But his default outfit is his Chapter 1 outfit.
I already have 2 more Isames. I mean, this is like broken. This is like a broken seed. I love it.
Right. This was a very power seed. A lot
Nice.
of power.
Nice.
Here's a silver staff.
4 enemies remaining,
There's already an Avenger 4.
and I don't know how to get to them.
Problem with Rosa over Porum is Rosa gets her spells faster, but Porum has. Well, no, Cecil will have exit, so I don't.
Yeah,
I don't need to
Cecil
worry.
has exit. Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Which one is this one?
I actually think that Porum is faster than Rosa, but it has less like white magic casting.
It depends on what, like, why is he doing so little damage with that sword? I guess I need to just put the Avenger on him because he's not doing any damage anyway, and I don't really understand why. Other than he's still super low. Well, I mean, yeah, but his stats are so high even at level 1. That shouldn't be a thing. What is this?
Yeah.
Another
Okay.
Dragoon Spear. Okay.
I did in fact double check that. Porum is faster than Rosa. So
Like, you talking about in terms of her? Or you talking about like
difference
when you say
between the characters.
fast? When you say fast, you're talking. Are you talking about how quickly they learn white magic?
No,
Or
I
are
mean
you
their agility stat.
Oh, I don't care about the agility stat, so that makes sense. Yeah.
So
She's a quicker agility. Okay.
she's got a little less spirit or will or whatever wisdom, will. She got a little less will, a
Yeah.
little more agility, which is really good in Final Fantasy IV. But that said, yeah, the Ice Brand seems to do butt kiss. I don't know. I had similar experience with it, not doing any damage.
We need to do some. I need to go to. I think Eblin's the only place I really haven't done on the overworld. And and I should pretty easily be able to do that now. But I need to check for some more summons first, because I know Leviathans. I know I saw Leviathans. Damn charm.
I think I ended up dropping a character and picking up a Tella. Did I do that?
Oh, I haven't done that check. Thanks for reminding me.
I'm trying to think. Did I do?
that? I need to do that key item check too.
But
Masamune's for sale. I really don't want to put him on the Avenger yet, though, because like I mean, without him having like he's got good armor, but he doesn't. Without him having like a crystal ring or whatever, it just
The shield really offers so little. The main reason you equip a shield, honestly, is for the is to give you more resistances.
oh, okay.
So
Shields
like the biggest shield gives you resistance against mages, you know. But the
Gotcha.
crystal, the dragoon shield is you take less damage from dragons. At least that's what I do them for. It's not really so much the defense as it is the, you know.
I mean, that's fair. I always check the Agar one because I've had this be an adamant before, but it's empty now. Oh, you little, oh, blankety blank kid. Already got 2 objectives, or technically I got 3. So like once I get to the underground, I can already have. I don't even have to look for Valvalus. I can already do 4.
The I remember a line, right, from...
Yeah, I didn't say that out loud, but you knew what I was thinking, Rabbi.
I remember a line from the PS1 version of this game, which was the first version of this game I beat. I beat the first, and I remember this
Oh,
line,
look,
and
yes.
it's not in the PSP version. It's not in the GBA version, and I wonder, and I've often wondered if I've
If you what? Did you lose your
hallucinated it,
train of-
I
Okay.
guess. So I remember there's a line when you go to trade the you bring the Earth Crystal back. You go to Cave Magnez, then you bring the Earth Crystal back to Troya to trade to the tower in the Tower of Zot. And you know how you meet you meet Kane on that red wing ship,
Yeah.
and then you fly up to the Tower of Zot, and then like so they have this little scene. I am almost 100% certain there is a line in that version of the game. You can put that black belt on Eddie if he doesn't have one.
That's what I was gonna do.
I'm almost 100% sure there is a line in that version of the game where Kane calls Cecil a crossdresser.
Yeah, you've lost me if that's the case. I wouldn't. If it does, I wasn't aware of it.
Like it's like an offhand comment.
Right.
Like I'm almost 100% sure that's the case, and I don't know, and I keep one day I'm gonna have to go back and play the PS1 version just to see that line again. That version of the game is very hard, by the way.
I never had that version.
I don't know if it's intentional or if it's a bug or whatever, but basically every time one of your character gets a turn, every enemy on the screen gets to act.
That's terrible.
That does suck. Wow,
So-
you one-shot that.
Got them AFK Avenger strats.
Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't been able to find good arrows, so I don't want to waste all those samurai arrows.
Lubicante, which is what they call that in they call that name in Aria of Sorrow.
With an
Well,
L?
that's what its name actually is Rubicon. His name is Rubicante. They're all of them they're 4 like apprentice demons in
No, I
Dante's
mean-
Inferno.
No, I mean in Aria of Sorrow, Cagnazo, Rubicante, and all that. They're the names of like demons you can fight, but they spell it Lubicante in.
Oh, I didn't hear the lube. Okay.
Yeah,
I
like
gotcha.
you know the LR thing in Japanese.
Right.
So it's Lubicante.
Yeah, that's why they're demons. I mean, it's like because they're in Dante's Inferno. But
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
I think it's I think it's just Cognazzo and Rubicante.
Another Murisame.
Yeah, they throw.
I'm tempted to get rid of Edward, but I don't want to little. But I mean, I don't want to keep Tella long term.
Well, what you could do, right, is you could drop
Uh-huh.
Eddie, right, and then take Tella, go do those Eblin things with his stone spell, and then just go pick Eddie back up from
Well, that's not why I won't Tella. Like I won't Tella for the underground, so I can go ahead and do. I could still have float way before Rosa ever gets it.
See, have float. See. I don't. I never use float. I literally just run through because, like, to me, like float is really only
DPS
good.
float.
Really, float's really only there is really only useful because you have random battles in the base game, and I don't know.
You should really just
Like,
go around being floated at all times once you can.
And that's an argument that I'll probably never get to agree with. Like the Sylph Cave to me is so hateful having to heal over and over again. You cannot convince me that it's not faster to just cast float. Like 100%.
I mean, I literally so like like the fights in there are actually not difficult. They're really not.
It's just I hate having to heal before every single treasure chest because you don't want to go. They're not difficult, but you don't want to fight them at 1 HP and then have to redo the entire thing again.
Right. I usually just cast 1 cure 3 on everybody and go. But like the thing is with the flags, we play it with the 50% chest. You're not doing it that often. You're not like, you're going you're only doing half the chest. You're only checking half the chests, and then of course you can do the thing where you count, which I keep forgetting to do. I keep forgetting to count the number of chests that I have opened and bought monster in the boxes because I just clear an area and assume I've done them all, and that has bit me in the butt twice. Once in a race, and once the other day when we were playing the same seed.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Rosa, do I have her stuff in the right one? Does Rosa need? I don't remember. Is Rosa left-handed?
I always forget that. Oh my gosh, that irritates me to no end.
I mean, just switch them.
Yeah, but I was hoping to just know that without having to spend. all this time on
No, she's right-handed, but the arrows go in the main hand.
I know I had it right, but I always think she's left-handed
Yeah.
for whatever reason. Oh, it does say Rabbite's right. I forgot that it tells you which one they are. Oh, and then there's Vomit. Ah! God, I think I have to sell those 2 Dragoon Spears because I gotta have Vomit. Oh, but those are a lot of damage for throwing. Oh,
How many? Well, okay, hold on, stop. How many Murasames do you have?
Oh, I've got 3, but they're I can sell that one.
You can't throw Murasames and you can't throw middle swords.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. You can throw the boomerangs though, can't you?
I think so.
Man, I hope so. They're friggin' boomerangs.
Can't throw silver. You can't throw stabs.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna wait and do Evelyn, and then I'm
Stupid,
gonna come back and get it.
Ridiculous fight
God
here.
dang it! Oh, I hate this bitch.
What the hell?
Just. They are re-releasing several the real Ghostbusters toys.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I loved
Walmart
those as a kid.
exclusives.
I loved those as a kid.
I had all of them.
I
had
did too.
I had the. Did you have the firehouse? I had the firehouse.
I can't remember. I had those were when I was younger, and I had so many of them. I'm pretty sure I had the firehouse.
So the 3 they're releasing the Ecto one.
Mm-hmm.
They're re-releasing the Toilet Terror.
Okay, I remember that.
And they're releasing Bug Eye, which I don't remember if I had Bug Eye, but I definitely had the Toilet.
We got more playtime out of. We had a Ghostbusters Play-Doh set that was the Ecto one and would make ghosts and the Ghostbusters and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It would mold them into it. That thing was awesome.
you know what I actually regret buying, not buying, was the I highly regret not getting the Lego Ecto one
Uh-huh.
when it was and then I would have also liked to have gotten the Lego Firehouse, but that was like $300. I was never gonna buy that, but the Ecto Lego one. The Lego Ecto one was only like $30. I should have gotten that, and I really regret not getting it.
Yeah, they had that Lego Voltron that they discontinued, and I could have got it for like now you can still buy it, but it's like $200-300, and like I could have got it for like $100, and I don't know why I didn't buy it. Like I knew I should. Dan was telling me like you got to buy this. He's like he's just like dude, you got to buy it, and I'm like and I meant to and just didn't because that thing is so cool. He's got it, and I just do not know why I didn't buy that. I still regret that.
There's all kinds of stuff like that I was like, I would really like that. I'd put it on display, but then I'm like, wouldn't put it on display. Like, where would I put it? Kind of thing.
That's
So
me. I don't really have anywhere to put it. I mean, it would just be a cool thing to have. Like, it's not like I would have a good. That's the only reason I don't buy like some of the Lego sets. Is just because I don't have anywhere to do them. I
Yeah.
can sell that other Murasame now and be able to get Bahamut without. Really. Come on, Ed. Come on, Cecil. Attack. Attack! Attack! Thank you. I can go ahead and get this check out of the way. Might help if I mark Rosa. God, come on! Just get out of the battle. Ah, that was a good one to do. Now I don't have to. I'm glad I went up there. That's the magma key.
You
There's
don't
my
have to.
underground access.
Well, you already had underground access.
I know, but that's a lot harder. The other underground access is a lot harder than this underground access.
You don't like fighting the Rubicante spot?
I hate that spot. You might say despise even. I need to do Evelyn, but I think that's the last. I think that's the last overworld thing I have. Because I still need the darkness crystal. I mean, I can go ahead and I can get 3 of the 4 objectives, but I have to have the dark. Yeah. Oh God, plague in that spot. The only thing worse would be plague in the element spot.
Plague in the elements. Ugh.
I
I think it happened to somebody the other day.
The only way to do that, the only way to beat that is to go in with a bunch of go in with either multiple people with the two-handed Avenger, or to just as quickly as possible you gotta berserk yourself. Quick.
Yep.
Everybody use a Bacchus.
Even then, that's a lot of health.
Right, but you can't lose after you do that. And
Well.
Plague himself doesn't ever attack you.
Yeah, you can use the berserk. You can use the berserk glitch to do it. And that's probably the ideal way. I mean, it'd be the only way you could do that one. I mean,
Well, it's not really it's not really a glitch. It's really just like a quirk of how the ATB in this game works.
I consider that a glitch. Like if it's just a weird. I think that I highly anything that like that to me is a bug and was unintentional. Because I have a very difficult time believing they intended it to work that way.
Pretty sure it still works in the PSP version.
That
It's
doesn't
really-
mean it's not a bug, though.
Huh?
That doesn't mean it's not a bug.
No,
Well,
it means it might have been difficult to fix.
Or they didn't bother.
They
And then I
reprogram.
get a Bahamut, really?
They
Oh,
reprogram. That's why I wait to open all these chests before I start buying crap.
I mean, I can sell it for a shit ton, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I mean, it's just a quirk of the ATB. It's not even like really a bug. It's just like an order of operations thing, where the ATB, because the ATB in this and Final Fantasy V is really wonky. It operates on ticks, and it's just the tick for a berserk attack has a higher priority than killing you with Doom. So
I
mean,
just,
it's just
sorry.
it's just it's just a weird thing.
I just reread the section in the BMG for tactics about jump because I wanted to use my lancers more efficiently, and they were talking all about the clock ticks and whatnot. So that's amusing.
Mm-hmm.
Jump is so good.
It is pretty good. It's just it's not good on Lancer.
Well,
Is it Lancer? What is the difference between is Lancer not their version of Dragoon?
it doesn't.
I don't remember.
As long as you have
it
a
is
spear, right? As long as you have a
Well,
spear, it's good.
So the way the way the thing is, what is it, the formula for jump is it's based, it gets massive bonuses for speed.
No, it's PA and weapon power.
No, it comes out faster. It's so, like I said, how fast it ticks up is based on
Oh
your speed.
well, I mean, yeah, how
So
fast it comes out, but the
so
damage is not speed.
Right, the damage is not,
But yeah,
how fast
yes.
it does 0 damage if anyone moves out of the way. So it's better to have on somebody other than a Lancer, because Lancers
Gotcha.
actually have the same stats across the board as a Knight.
Oh,
See, I like speed save. So, the base speed unit doesn't matter too much for me. So as long as you've got somebody who can take hits, like Lancer, then you just
I
give
actually
speed save.
what I usually do, and this might be something you think of, because I use a Thief a lot,
Thief is good.
and I put Jump as the secondary on the Thief.
Yeah.
Along with equipped lances.
That'll work.
damn sand ruby.
So equipped lances, Thief, Jump, and then speed save is good. If I'm trying to steal something rare, I switched all that. I have a secondary setup where I put concentration on.
Gotta love concentrate.
Since, that removes an enemy's evade. But I mean, you can get a similar effect by literally just breaking an enemy's speed and stealing from behind. So
Yeah.
I need to do that.
But yeah, I mean, I love having some weak attack like Throwstone or something and hitting your people with speed save when they don't have anything better to be doing. But that's not always the way to go, but sometimes it helps a lot.
There, okay. It was the very last chest. It's the last monster.
But then I'm also used to not playing vanilla, so...
Right. I don't know that there's a game that Golbeeze can't find a more hateful, more difficult way to play it. Like he has to, he has to just that game's all right, but it would be better if I figured out a way to nerf literally everything in the game.
this game's all right, but so that game's fine. But have you ever heard of getting kicked in the balls repeatedly?
Right. Golbeeze is Hans Mole Man, is what it is.
Man getting hit by football.
Another crystal helmet. Nothing that does me any good. Alright. Well, the levels were worth it, but yeah, this was kind of a bust. Other than that. Alright, let's go to the underground. Unless I'm just being stupid, which is always possible, even likely, and have completely forgot something in the overworld. Oh, Sand Ruby check. I want to see which one of the twins that is, because I can never tell when they're lying down. If that's Palom, I want him. even if I have to buy better, eventually buy equipment. Even though I probably will, if I do find a spoon, I probably will. This is Porum I don't want. Oh, that is Palom. Nice. Oh, I can't. I don't need them right now though. Yeah, I'll have to dismiss them. I can always go back and get them later for them, and then power level. I've got him recruited though, so that's what counts. So I have the choice between him and Eddie if I just decide to do it. I'd have to have more than just the spoon for Eddie though. I need an adamant too. That would be the only limiting factor, the way I see it. Like Eddie with a spoon and an adamant is not entirely useless, and that's painful for me to say.
He's okay with I'm trying to think of what probably the black belt was his second, or the power belts. If you can't find an adamant, like maybe the power.
Power doesn't have any defense though.
Yeah, I mean, like, but you can put Eddie in the back row because of the back row glitch. Like he's always got.
I normally play glitchless stuff, but I don't. This game is so hard for me to tell what's a glitch and what isn't. I always turn that off. I don't intend. I guess I could do no major glitch. I could just put no major glitches on it because I don't intentionally use glitches. Well, no. I mean, we do use the berserk bugs, so never mind.
And the and the sylph bug. The sylph bug is pretty much the only one I really.
You can't really. I don't know a way to not use the sylph bug though. It's just bugged. You'd have to not use sylph.
You can turn it off in the. You can turn it off in the. They have bug fixes in the thing.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. I
see what you're saying.
I mostly don't worry about it because it's really not that big of a deal. It's such a minor. It's really just a minor thing. But I mean, like Eddie's pretty good if you can get like a ninja hat and either a black belt or some power or a power sash. And I'm trying to think, and the crystal ring.
The crystal ring helps, but I really don't think the power sash helps any. Like I don't think it's got enough defense.
Well, it's one of those things where like he's got such little HP anyway, the defense doesn't matter. So, and when you get to
adamant actually makes him somewhat viable though.
Well, when you're talking about like going into like what's the word I'm looking for? When you're going into Zeromus, the fight, the ending fights, depending on which ones you get, a lot of the most difficult bosses don't really do physical hits.
Mm-hmm.
With a few exceptions, like the imps do a lot of physical hits if they're in a high tier spot. The water hag.
Yeah, but it's not just physical. I mean, they do. Adamant gives you a lot of bonuses. There's a lot of reasons to.
Right, I'm saying if you can't find. I'm not saying instead of an adamant. I'm saying
yeah.
I think if you can't find one.
I think literally it's just not viable to use the character without an adamant. Like I get what you're saying. I just don't think the power sash is good enough without an adamant.
But that said, the power sash actually has more defense than a black belt.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's not saying a lot though.
That said, it doesn't have any evasion or magic defense, which is
right.
No, it's actually really high. It's got like 15 defense, which is a lot for some light armor. Like that's the equivalent of like flame armor.
Yeah, but none of the light armor is good. Like the magic armor is the only stuff that's good, like the sorcerer and the light armor.
The ninja, of course, it would be great if
the ninja's not
the blackguard for edge.
Yeah, the ninja white armor, it's tolerable, but it's not a good armor either.
It's got +3 agility on it. That's huge.
It doesn't mitigate any damage. Like it's not that he's always the weak link in any vanilla party because of that, because he can't take hits.
He's DPS. It's not his job.
I know, but he has to be in the front row, and he's not big, and he's not strong enough to be in the front row, or he's not. He can't. That's not a front row armor in vanilla.
I mean, that's his most powerful piece of armor in vanilla. Yeah,
Right.
it is.
It is, but it's not a very good armor. That's the thing. That's the thing with it. I mean, it's
And
the best you can do with it. Charm. Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
He
think
is
that's-
crashing over here.